Hi hippies, welcome back. It's Courtney Shavante. If you are new here, today we are going to be going over what you need to make sure that you're successful in shipping your items out, because we all know that that's a big part of the crafting world when you're selling online, right? All right, so we're going to be going over how to stand out, how to keep your items safe, and also to make sure that you make your customers feel appreciated too. If this is something that you're interested in and that you need a little bit more assistance with, make sure you stay tuned because I got you covered. Again, hippies, thank you so much for joining me for this shipping video. If you are new here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button for me so you don't miss anything that I do put out for you guys moving forward. All right, so I do want to go ahead and jump right into the video and everything so that way I can go ahead and make sure that you guys know exactly what to expect when it comes to shipping these orders out, because that's a big part of the customer experience, is actually getting the product inside the customer's hand. So one of the first things that you are going to want to make sure that you have together is your packaging. Now, packaging is so important because one, it is going to be the first thing that the customer sees. So I like to use things that really stand out in everything. All right, so I want to go over like kind of the main things that I use for packaging for you guys right quick. So first we have some tissue paper here. Now this tissue paper is really cute. It's purple, it matches my brand and everything, and I am able to wrap up different pieces. I also have this available in white too, so I use this to kind of wrap up individual pieces to keep them protected, like within the packaging and everything, to kind of keep separate items separate from each other and whatnot. Another thing that I use are bubble mailers. So bubble mailers are really dope because they're super lightweight. They come in so many totally fetch colors, like purple. And then they have this like little adhesive strip right here underneath this little film part. You just kind of peel this up, stick it down, and everything's in here inside nice and secure. And you see it has like the bubble wrap like already inside pretty much, so it keeps everything nice, safe, and protected. I have these available in like a couple different, well, not available in my store or anything, but I have these in a couple different sizes because I ship out in a couple different sizes. All right, now the other thing that I use for shipping at my business is like these folders and also these envelopes. Now, if you've shopped with me, then you probably already have seen these and everything. This is what I use for my foils. So when I ship out my holographic foils, they are very well protected, baby. I make sure that whatever comes your way is going to come sturdy and secured. So it's going to come in here. I also put a piece of cardstock in here too, just to thicken it up a bit to make it less bendy. It also has these cute little things right here, these little slits, so that way you are able to put a business card inside, which I totally recommend because you should always be branding yourself. Take every opportunity to brand your business, just like I did with this purple lavender folder. So this purple lavender folder will go inside this envelope that I have here. Now this envelope is nice and sturdy. Like it's really thick. It's really thick. So it helps to make sure that the foils stay protected. You know, it's just like another layer of protection for us and everything. Because like I said, I want to keep our investment, you know, safe and everything. I know you guys trust me with your money, and I want you to continue trusting me with your money. So I'm going to make sure your stuff gets to you how it needs to. All right, so this right here is just like a little box. It is unfolded, but if you were to fold it, it'd be like this cute, I think it's like 5 by 4 or 6 by 4 by 3, something like that, something along those lines. But yeah, you just kind of fold it up and everything, and then it'll be like this nice cute little box. You pop stuff in here. I use boxes for things that need a little bit more protection. You typically not my silicone molds. These are more so for product type things. So yeah, that's what I have for that as far as like the packaging. Now, like a little bonus with the packaging, I do definitely suggest like these little rolls and everything everything. So I told you I was all about making sure your customers felt very like recognized and everything. So I have these. I put them like kind of at the seal of the package. So for example, if I were to fold this down, I would put the sticker like right here just to kind of help seal it down. And it also helps as like a little tamper evident like seal. So if your package was opened, you know, you would definitely know because the sticker would be torn. The other thing that I highly suggest adding on to your packaging, fragile stickers. You want to make sure that you are very, very nice to the postman and let them know that, you know, they got precious cargo and everything. So you see that really big please and the really big fragile, and then you have your little thank you right here with the stars, like, so that way they don't feel no type of way about the little big fragile sticker that you put onto your package. So yeah, this just helps make sure that, you know, the postal service knows, and that also your customer knows that, you know, you put every effort in. Okay, so after packaging and everything, the next thing that you are going to the next thing that you're most definitely going to need to make sure that you're not overspending on shipping is going to be a scale. Now, don't mind all these little marks and stuff. You guys know I be doing resin and I be making molds and stuff. So this is just some residue and everything. But the great thing about this scale is, like, even though this is on top, I can kind of open this up right here like this. And then I can just kind of sit my package on top for things that aren't liquid and that aren't messy. So basically my packages, this is the part I weigh my packages on. And the scale, like, you know, it goes up to 65 pounds. I don't know if you guys can see that, especially with the glare and everything. But yeah, it goes up to 65 pounds. You have so many different options on here as far as like the weight and everything. You can do it to where it shows up in, oh, well, it's not going to do it right now because like I'm holding it and stuff. It knows it's not level. But basically it has kilograms, it has pounds. You can even do it by the gram and everything. And, you know, that's kind of what I use when I am doing my mold making. So pro tip, like when you're weighing by volume, it does have the grams on here too, so that way that makes it a whole lot easier, because I know everything isn't always in imperial. Sometimes things are in metric. So if you are in America, you know, they screwed us. The way they did is what it is. So you need a scale. The scale is going to make sure that you have the accurate weight of your packages, because when you go in to type in the weight and everything, it's going to all be calculated for you, and that's how it's going to tell you how much it is to ship the package. So if you are over on your weight, you're more than likely going to be overcharged. So this is just going to make sure that everything's accurate for you and you're not wasting any of your coin. Alright, so now that you have everything weighed up with your packaging and everything, what you're going to need to do now is go ahead and get this item shipped. Now, in order to ship it, you are going to have to go through either your website. I personally use Shopify, but there's Squarespace out there. There Weebly, Wix, there's so many different others. I'm not sure how their shipping platforms work and everything, but when you go into Shopify, you just go ahead and enter the details of the package, like such as the dimensions and the weight. So length, width, height, along with the weight, and then from there it'll let you know how much it is to ship that package. Now, if you do not have a website, you may be using something like Etsy. Etsy has that set up as well when you use marketplaces, so that way it already has like kind of the shipping worked out for you, so you kind of go through the flow of the process with on there. Now, in the event that you are not using a website and you're not using a marketplace, like let's say you're selling on Instagram or something like that, people are DMing you, you have like a little Cash App thing going on because you're comfortable with your audience and stuff. That's cool, as long as it gets the bills paid, baby. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to something like Shippo or ShipStation, something that kind of collects all the couriers in one place, so that way you can create a profile on there, and then from there you just kind of manually enter the details of the customer, and then you'll be able to get the item shipped out to them. Now, personally, I do suggest using a preferred carrier, just so that way your customers can kind of know what to expect. But of course, when you're in these profiles and everything, you can use whatever carrier you want. They will all list on there for you, and they will also let you know the price points for each one, so you can actually compare prices real time, so that way you can, you know, get the most bang for your buck, of course. Now, I personally like to ship all of my items through United States Postal Service. I am USPS loyal for the time being, and I really love the fact that they will come and pick the packages up from my residence as well. A lot of people do not know and they aren't aware of that fact, but all you have to do is go to the USPS.com website, go to just search package pickup on the website. I don't remember exactly where it is on the website, but just search that phrase and everything, and it'll take you right to the page. All you have to do is let them know how many packages you'll be sending out, how much they weigh, and where you're located at. From there, they will send someone out at your regular scheduled time to go pick up mail. Just make sure that you do have the information in by 3 a.m. At least in my area, that's the cutoff time. I have to make sure I have it in by 3 a.m. and they will always be there the next business day to pick that package up for me. So if you're not someone who is mobile, that is definitely a great way to make sure that you're still able to get your packages out on time. Now, of course, once you have chosen who's going to be having the privilege of delivering your package to your customer, you got to get a label. So my next tip is to get a label maker. Let me tell you, this has saved me so much time and money, because before this, I was running to Office Max like every other day trying to print out labels. And then of course, like, you know, that's not really so eco-friendly and everything, because I'm using a full sheet of paper in order to print the labels. And you know, like, my packages are kind of small sometimes. Like, sometimes it's only like a little 4x6 package. Well, that's where this label printer comes in. It's great because it doesn't even use any ink, so it's completely dry once it pops out for you and everything. It's a thermal printer, so that means it just uses heat to print the I guess the words and the barcodes on there for you. I don't know exactly how that works. Feel free to Google it or YouTube, but yeah, I definitely recommend it because, like I said, it saved me a lot of time and money. I'm not wasting gas like going up there, and I'm sure the Office Depot people were tired of looking at me too. So they were very great in the beginning of my business, but once I started getting to the point where orders were coming in and everything, and I was going to Office Max like every other day, that's when I went ahead and invested in a label printer along with the little thermal labels. As you can see, it's kind of hooked up to the back like this. It's super easy to use, very small. Like, these labels right here are 4x6 inches, so like, you know, kind of in comparison, it's not that big. And I just kind of, you know, hook it up, and it works with everything. When I say everything, it works with everything. It works with Etsy, it works with Squarespace, it works with Shopify, it works with Big Cartel, baby. Like, all of it. If you use it, I promise this label printer will work for you. Alright, hippies, so last but most definitely not least is going to be the customer thank you bag. Alright, so I swear by the customer thank you bag because anytime that I have personally shopped somewhere, I've gotten something extra outside of what I bought, I have always appreciated it. Like, for example, like when you go to Sephora and you go and make a purchase and everything, especially online, they have the little options to where you can choose like 3 different samples and everything. And every time I spend at least like 15 minutes like looking through the samples and like waiting for them to come in and everything. I'm just like so giddy and so excited. So like, of course I want to provide that same experience to my customers, and I really think that you should too. So like, it really just like helps further brand you and just kind of helps further relate to the customer. So I'm gonna show you guys like kind of what I have inside of this bag right quick. So first I have this little business card here. This right here is my business card. I do need to probably update them, and just because like I've had more like things and everything, or maybe I just need 2 different types of business cards. Still working through that, but these were designed by me. I made this using Canva, a combo of Canva and Photoshop. So this is how they turned out and everything. The background is very similar to what my YouTube banner is actually, so make sure you check that out too. I made that on Photoshop. But yeah, as far as like the cards and everything, I got these actually printed at Vistaprint. Now if you're interested in getting some business cards made, definitely make sure you check down below, because I do have a code for you, so that way you can get a little bit of money off and everything on your first purchase. So definitely check them out, because every time I get business cards made, that's exactly where I go. All right, so in the bag we also have a sticker. This is one of the stickers that, you know, I do. Let me see if I turn this down a bit, maybe. All right, there we go. So this is like one of the stickers and everything. I just send out some like little pro black girl stickers and everything, because you already know the vibes. And I just think it helps lift the spirits of my customers and everything. So everything that's in here is very intentional. I also have this cute I also have this cute little tiny bag of purple star glitter. So this is another thing that I put in here, just a cute little sample pack. Now I do want to go ahead, be transparent. This one isn't solvent resistant, so heads up with that. It will turn if you manipulate it too much. But yeah, like, it's just a cute little freebie and everything. Matches the branding and it goes with the vibe. We also got some candy. So you guys already probably know from my shorts and everything that I provide candy inside like my little bags and everything. So I try to put like about 2 to 3 pieces inside each one. I have like little Dum Dum Pops. I got Kit Kats. I got a little Mamba. I love those Mambas. They are delicious as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, so like that's what I have inside the customer goodie bag. If I also need to like include a note, sometimes I do put like little notes depending upon the situation and what's going on. I'll include it in here so that way they see it when they're looking at all the stuff that's in here. They don't miss it. Alright, so that is pretty much the end of my list and everything of what you need to be able to ship your items out to your customers. I really just want to make sure that I reinforce like how important the experience of the unboxing is. It's just really important that you make sure that your stuff is very presentable, especially if you're going to be claiming to be a luxury brand and everything. And even if you're not claiming to be a luxury brand, creating a beautiful unboxing experience for your customer is just like something that I feel like all businesses should be striving to do, unless you're Walmart. Do you want to be Walmart, baby? Is your business Walmart? Because if you are, go on and do what you do. But if not, if you're not interested in being Walmart, if you're Target, then stick with me. All right, so word of mouth is also gold. Anytime that you make anyone happy and give them a pleasant experience, they are more likely to talk about you. There is no better promotion for your business than your customers going out and telling people how happy you made them. So I really hope that this video was very informative for you guys. I really hope that I was able to give you guys a lot of tips and everything to kind of help you out with getting those crafts and everything sent out to your customers. If you have any questions or anything like that, just make sure you list them below for me. I'll do my best to make sure I get back to you, and I'll also make sure that I put a card in this video so that way you guys can see how I actually package my Boujie Hippie, I'm sorry, not Boujie Hippie, my Crafting with CS. I do have one for the Boujie Hippie, but this is going to be for Crafting with CS. I'm going to show you guys how to do my whole unboxing experience and everything. So, you know, look out for that so that way you guys can see like me actually packaging and order and everything and how that goes down. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate it so much. Like, I really can't tell you guys enough like how much I appreciate everyone who sits here and watches my videos and everything and leaves likes. You're sharing with people. Thank you so much, seriously. And until next time, hippies, XO. Mwah. Bye now.